As the familiar axiom goes, he who triumphs in the end has the best sense of satisfaction. Wendy Williams is by all accounts triumphing ultimately the last lap, as she has effectively removed her ex Kevin Hunter and his escort Sharina Hudson, stopping their 15-year undertaking in spite of Kevin's endeavors to coerce additional cash from Wendy. It appears to be that Sharina has had enough and is presently supposedly passing on him to manage his own monetary difficulties and backing his family on his pitiful compensation. The continuous dramatization encompassing Wendy Williams, separate from her ex Kevin Hunter, proceeds to raise, and apparently he is going to confront one more dismissal, this time from Sharina, to figure out more about this creating circumstance. Make certain to remain tuned to the whole video. It's beyond difficult to miss the news that Kevin Hunter has petitioned for financial protection. Since Wendy Williams quit paying him provision, many accept that Sharina is a misrepresentation who utilizes others to subsidize her luxurious way of life. It's not shocking given that Sharina has been living off of Wendy. For over 10 years, she's partaken in a rich way of life because of Kevin, who has been utilizing Wendy's cash to give Sharina gifts and money, her pragmatic undertaking. Starting from the start of their relationship, Sharina had the dauntlessness to lay down with Kevin while he was as yet hitched to Wendy, and persuaded him to pass on his significant other, regardless of his underlying hesitance to do. As such, in the end, Sharina got what she needed when Wendy sought legal separation. Subsequent to learning of Sharina's pregnancy, Sharina will turn 37 out of 2023. It's hard not to consider how Sharina responded when she found that Wendy had outfoxed them both, driving Kevin Hunter with nothing Sharina might have accepted. She had stirred things up around town, carrying on with an existence of extravagance with next to no obligations or the need to work for the lowest pay permitted by law or manage troublesome partners and supervisors. Anyway, there are bits of gossip that Kevin and Serena's relationship is currently in a difficult situation because of Sharina's consistent harassing on Instagram and Kevin's endeavors to blackmail additional cash from Wendy by circulating his divorce settlement complaints openly. It's significant that Wendy Williams won't be paying Kevin Hunter any kid support. As per Radar, the previous chief maker of The Wendy Williams Show, as of late asked another Jersey judge to arrange his ex to keep paying him provision. Anyway, the appointed authority denied his solicitation, expressing that Hunter needs were not critical, and excused the case without bias. Moreover, the appointed authority likewise denied Hunter's solicitation for Williams to pay for his legitimate portrayal. Anyway, in the court papers, the appointed authority stated that the gatherings are to partake in restricting discretion, demonstrating that the adjudicator suggested that Hunter and Williams take a stab at interceding their question. As opposed to going to court, the 50-year-old Hunter was hitched to Williams from 1999 to 2020. The issues encompassing the severance installments, and they are questioned and subsequently should be intervened. The record stated in November 2022 Hunter documented a movement mentioning the reinstatement of his ordinary divorce settlement installments from his previous spouse, the daytime diva. After they had stopped in February 2022, he guaranteed that he was presently unfit to cover his bills and was destitute. I have fallen behind a large portion of my bills. The dad of two who imparts his child, Kevin Hunter Jordan Williams, and most as of late a youthful little girl with accomplice Sharina Hudson, asserted in the movement. I right now live locally that expects installments to the mortgage holder affiliation, and I'm behind on that bill on the off chance that the property holder's affiliation charges are not paid for. Conclusion will before long follow. Hunter noted of his flow circumstance. My vehicle protection hasn't been paid because of not getting month-to-month severance installments. I'm behind on MasterCard installments, since I have no cash since the severance installments were suspended up until this point. This is by all accounts a success for Wendy, yet on the off chance that 100 presses for intervention. This success could possibly be brief. The gatherings are to take part in restricting discretion, the appointed authority said in a statement, the issues encompassing the severance installments, and they are questioned and consequently should be interceded. Hunter, who is 50 years of age, documented a claim asserting that his previous wife, the ex-shock athlete, quit paying him provision subsequent to being let out of her situation at talk or the organization answerable for delivering the Wendy Williams show because of her suspension from the famous daytime insult program. When these lawyers documented a movement for separate referring to the star's monetary troubles in October 2021, around the time she was missing from the show because of various medical problems. Official records show that she was done getting a check on October 15th of 2021. Offended party was educated by Talk WWU that her agreement was being suspended and that no remuneration will gather or be payable to offended party for the length of offended party's handicap and insufficiency, stated Williams' lawyer. Furthermore, they brought up that Hunter had perceived and concurred that all severance installments will be likely to one or the other end or change on the off chance that Wendy's agreement was not recharged or potentially in any case suspended, dropped, or ended, albeit the subtleties. How Hunter and Sharina Hudson initially met are obscure to us. They have been seeing someone quite a while. Wendy Williams recognized this during a meeting with Sirius Test. In 2021, she said, "This side young lady, for very nearly 15 years of our marriage, I've had some significant awareness of her, nearly starting from the starting. That sort of explains to you why," Wendy once told Serena's vehicle. It is supposed that Hunter and Hudson initially met in 2007 at a New York City party facilitated by Wendy Williams. From that point forward, photographs of the couple have surfaced. Web-based. Sharina Hudson's age is guessed to be in her mid-30s, and she purportedly functioned as a back rub specialist in New York City in WAC 2019. She brought forth their girl, who is known as Kevin Hunter's affection, Kid Hudson, since Instagram bio records a few callings, including essayist, fashioner, culinary expert, and business person. She went to a veggie lover way of life in the wake of battling with a bacterial condition and presently works a business called Vegetarian Nose, which centers around veggie lover food varieties and sustenance. She likewise established a line of top-of-the-line activewear subsequent to finishing his separation from Wendy Williams. In 2020, Hunter appears to have subsided into his new job as a dad easily. Purportedly, he proposed to his child mother with an immense precious stone ring worth $80,000. The cheerful family has migrated to Florida, and late photographs show them hanging out with their girl. Concerning the son, the previous television maker is currently residing as a nearby money manager in Boca Raton, where he runs a hair parlor named Headhunters. He and Hudson are purportedly bringing their kid together up in a rich Coral Springs area. Conversely, Wendy Williams' occupied way of life is a daytime moderator is a long ways from residing alone in a New York City.